Wall Street Journal has reported today that Americans' incomes have gone down 3 straight years.
Inflation at a 40-year high under Biden presidency.
Putting up with this anymore. Putting up with what? I can't talk to people.
Fentanyl deaths fueled by Biden's open border quadruple.
Under Biden, the number of illegals that have entered the U.S. is greater than the population of 40 of our states.
Biden's failed Afghan withdrawal leaves 13
North Carolina.
Good evening. As we prepare to open our final session for the 2024 Republican National Committee, I feel compelled to note this has been a pretty awesome convention. We've heard from governors, senators, members of Congress, candidates, and leaders from across our great party. We've heard from real Americans who've shared their stories of loss and heartbreak, of their bravery and their vision for a better America. We've heard from the Trump family, Donald Trump Jr., Laura and Tiffany. You have all been incredible. Almost as good as the president's granddaughter, Kai. And we've heard from the next Vice President of the United States, Senator J.D. Vance. I also feel compelled to note once again that it is a miracle that we are here tonight. The fact that Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania just days ago and is here tonight to accept his nomination is proof that we are all protected by the hand of a mighty God. We have a lot of work to do in this election cycle. Tomorrow, we will all go back to our respective states, roll up our sleeves, and get to work to win this election. But first, we have some business to attend here tonight. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear from the man who has the vision and strength to make America wealthy again? To make America safe again? To make America strong again? And to make America great again? Are you ready to hear from the next President of the United States? Then let's get this show on the road. I hereby open the final session of the 2024 Republican National Committee.
Offering today's invocation, please welcome B.J. James McLaughlin from Des Moines, Iowa, Delegate at Large for Iowa.
Good evening. If you bungle raising your children, nothing much matters. Jackie Kennedy's words speak louder today than when she said them over 60 years ago. And this is why we gather on this historic occasion, isn't it? We as parents and grandparents would move heaven and earth to protect our children and the opportunities that a strong, free America offers them. Raising our children is the single most important job we have, which is why we dedicate endless hours organizing, volunteering, and advocating on behalf of President Trump. We owe it to our children to give them the kind of America we all remember growing up in, the proud, patriotic, and safe America that President Trump wants for all of us. Thank you. At home, every night, when we finish our prayers with the prayer to St. Michael. We pray for all the children, our grassroots warriors, our country, and President Trump and his family. Tonight, I would like to add my boys, JJ, Jack, and George, and God bless you, Kevin. And President Trump, St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who prowl about the world, seeking the ruins of souls. Amen, and God bless President Trump.
Please rise for the presentation of colors. The colors are presented by Veterans for the Flag Honor Guard. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Color guard. Mark time, mark. Detail, halt. Left, peace.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem.
Halt.
Please welcome Gabe Guidarini to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you. And may God bless our great nation.
Now to perform the national anthem, please welcome award-winning international singer, Mary Milben. Please remain standing while the colors are retired.
Guard, right, peace! Forward, hold! Hold left, hold left, hold left, right, left, right, all left, hold left, hold left, right, left, right, left, right, all left, hold left, hold left, right, left.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, United States Senator Steve Daines of Montana.
Wow, how about that national anthem sung by Mary Milburn? I'm U.S. Senator Steve Daines, and I represent the great state of Montana, right over there. You know, when I was a kid growing up in Montana, my grandma taught me an important lesson, and that is to have a thankful heart, to count your blessings. So this morning, as I was headed down to breakfast, I thanked God for my sweet wife, Cindy, of 37 years. I thanked God for our 4 children and their spouses. I thanked God for our 6 grandchildren. And then I thank God that in 6 months, Joe Biden will no longer be president of the United States. Now think about this moment we're in here this evening. It was just 5 days ago. We were a quarter-inch away from having a memorial service instead of a nominating convention. And we thank God here tonight for protecting President Trump. But we have important work to do, because going forward, we must fight, fight, fight. And I will tell you, as chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, I'm working with President Trump to win the Senate majority and to fire Chuck Schumer. Back in early 2023, President Trump and I met at Mar-a-Lago. We agreed our highest priority is electing an America First Senate majority that has his back. Senators that will stand with President Trump. And tonight I want to speak directly to the voters of West Virginia, of Montana, of Ohio, of Pennsylvania, of Nevada, of Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Virginia, and New Mexico. And here's why. Because your Democrat senators are lying to you. Look, they talk like moderates, but they vote like radicals. You know, they say they're with you, but they vote with Joe Biden. Never forget, these liberal senators voted to impeach President Trump twice. And I will tell you, an America First majority will stand with President Trump. These liberal senators allowed millions of illegal immigrants into our country. An America First majority will secure the border, and we're going to build the wall. These liberal senators shut down the Keystone Pipeline. An America First majority, we're going to drill, baby, drill. These liberal senators want to take away your Second Amendment rights. Those are fighting words back in Montana. An America First majority will protect your precious right to keep and bear arms. These liberal senators covered for Biden after 13 American service members were killed during his botched Afghanistan withdrawal. An America First majority, by the way, I'm the son of a U.S. Marine, an America First majority is going to stand with our military. These liberal senators stood with anti-Semitic mobs. An America First majority is going to stand with Israel. And look, these liberal senators want boys in girls' sports. I'm the father of 2 daughters. They want men in your daughter's and my daughter's locker room. And you know, they can't even define what a woman is. But let me tell you something. Back in Montana, we know the difference between a bull and a cow. We must replace these liberal senators with great Republican leaders like Jim Justice and Baby Dog in West Virginia, like Tim Sheehy in Montana, like Bernie Moreno in Ohio, like Dave McCormick in Pennsylvania, like Sam Brown in Nevada, Mike Rogers in Michigan, Eric Hovde right here in Wisconsin, Hung Cao in Virginia, Nella Domenici in New Mexico, and of course, Carrie Lake in Arizona. We must elect an America First Senate majority that will stand with President Donald J. Trump. But look, right now, the left-wing billionaires are massively outspending us. That's what's keeping me up at night. And we need your help. You can go to Senate24.com. Senate24.com today. Help us fight back. Because together, we're going to win back the Senate. We're going to grab that gavel out of Schumer's hands. We're going to deliver a historic victory for President Trump. And we're going to make America great again. God bless you.
Thank you.
Chairman of the National Republican Congressional Committee, Congressman Richard Hudson of North Carolina.
My name is Richard Hudson, and I'm a congressman from North Carolina. Great to see my North Carolina folks over here. Also want to acknowledge my brilliant, amazing, smoking hot wife, Renee, who worked 4 years in the Trump White House. She's here with us tonight. Love you. I love you too, AJ. I also want to acknowledge my son, Lane, who's at home watching us on TV. And finally, I want to acknowledge God above, who redeemed this center and on Saturday saved President Donald Trump's life. Now, my job as NRCC chairman is to grow the House majority. But in my district of North Carolina, we have the largest military base in the world, Fort Bragg, home of the Airborne and Special Forces. The men and women there, the men and women at Fort Bragg are willing to give their lives for the flag. And if they make that ultimate sacrifice, that same flag accompanies them home on that final journey. They deserve a commander-in-chief who respects them and who honors their service. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is that commander-in-chief. You see, Donald Trump loves America. He literally embraces the flag. But extreme Democrats, they'll burn it in the streets and on college campuses. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they stand with those flag burners because they want to rule over you. But House Republicans, we stand with President Trump. We stand for America, and we stand up for the flag. Because House Republicans understand we don't rule over you. We work for you. In just the last 2 years, House Republicans have passed an historic border security bill that would lock down Biden's open border. We passed legislation to unleash energy production and lower cost. We passed legislation to remove woke indoctrination from our military. We passed the Parents' Bill of Rights because we think parents ought to make decisions about how their children are educated. And we impeached Biden's failed border chief, Alejandro Mayorkas. But Joe Biden and Chuck Schumer killed those bills and blocked any progress for the American people. For the last 2 years, House Republicans have fought alone. Ladies and gentlemen, we need backup. To save America, we need to grow our majority. And we need President Donald Trump back in the White House. A Republican House is also essential to ensuring Donald Trump's success as our president. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what Nancy Pelosi's protege, Hakeem Jeffries, would do if he was Speaker of the House to undermine Donald Trump? If Democrats control the House, they'll block every tax cut, budget, border bill, and crime bill that he proposes. They'll hold sham investigations and hearings to bog down his agenda. They'll impeach him for doing his job. But we're not going to let that happen. Together, a Republican House and President Donald Trump will preserve the historic Trump tax cuts and eliminate taxes on tips. Together, a Republican House and President Donald Trump will fund the police. We will rebuild our military. We will stand up to communist China. And ladies and gentlemen, we will finish the wall. A House majority will make Donald Trump's second term even more successful than his first. So let me ask you, let me hear from you. Who can we count on? Who can we count on to return us to unprecedented American prosperity? Who can we count on to stand up to our enemies? Who can we count on for a secure border and safer neighborhoods? Absolutely right. We can count on President Donald Trump. So let's work together. Let's elect President Donald Trump. Let's grow our House Republican majority. Together we can make it happen. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Donald Trump. And God bless America. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome American businesswoman Diane Hendricks.
Good evening. My name is Diane Hendricks. And I'm living proof that the American dream is possible with hard work and determination. I grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. I was one of 9 girls, no boys. I dreamed of moving to the city and wearing a blue suit. But at the age of 17, I became pregnant. That was not part of my plan. But I truly believe that every life is a sacred gift from God. And I give thanks every day for my son. As a single mom, I worked 2 jobs to pay the bills. I found my passion in the field of real estate, which is still my passion. When I met my husband, Ken, he was a roofing contractor, and together we saw an opportunity and a need to develop a distribution chain. And we risked everything we had to start that company. Today, ABC Supply employs over 22,000 Americans. We are the largest roofing distributor in the country. But what's even more important is we are creating these jobs right here in the United States of America. I lost my husband 16 years ago. It was the toughest time in my life. Thank God I had our 7 children to be my support. But I had to decide whether to fight or fold. And I chose to fight. Since then, I've quadrupled the size of our companies, and to my surprise, I was recently just recognized as the most successful self-made woman in American history. So to all of you aspiring entrepreneurs out there, if I can make it, you can make it too. My success story as a teenage mom without a college degree was only possible because I was so blessed to be born in the United States of America. But today, the American dream is under threat. Since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris took over the offices, prices have risen over 20%. Aspiring entrepreneurs can't afford to take out a loan at 7, 10, 15% interest. Regulations have surged, and the administration has proposed $7 trillion in tax increases. I know how hard it is to build a company from nothing. And we need a president who understands that too. We need a builder back in the White House. someone who will cut the job-killing regulations, lower taxes on working families, and give the power back to the American people. In life, it's easy to quit, and it's very hard to win. President Trump is not a quitter. He's a fighter, and I am confident that if we do all of our part, we can and we will win right here in Wisconsin. And he will win for America over the next 4 years. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Diane Evans, volunteer and Republican Executive Committee woman from Palm Beach, Florida.
Hello, Milwaukee. My name is Diane Evans. I'm a volunteer with more than 1,000 hours working for the Trump campaign since last year. If you told me I'd be here 5 years ago, I'd have said you're crazy. But here I am, and I'm very excited to re-elect Donald Trump as President of the United States this November. I've never spoken at a convention before. I've never used a teleprompter before. But I figure if Joe Biden can, I can manage all right. I'm pretty new to politics. I voted my whole life, but I've never got involved as a volunteer. I was busy raising my family, spending time with my husband, starting a small business, and walking the dog. Moms are busy people. When it came to politics, I always figured let everybody else take care of it. But then the 2020 election happened. After that, you better believe I got involved. I joined my local Republican Executive Committee. And when Trump headquarters asked for a volunteer to help with office staff, I started showing up whenever they needed me, or if they didn't need me, I showed up anyway. I showed up once a week and did little things like refilling coffee creamers, anything that they needed, even taking out the garbage. And now I'm helping to take out the garbage at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. As long as I can remember, these politicians have said what they think we want to hear, then they do just what the hell they want. And Joe Biden has been the worst offender for the last 50 years. President Trump is different. I knew he would get things done for the American people, and he did. He isn't part of the swamp. He's going to drain the swamp. The Democrats are going to do everything in their power to stop him. We can't rest for a minute. If you're not sure how to get involved, reach out to your local Republican Party. And most important, get out and vote Republican on November 5th. Tell 20 people to tell 20 people to vote. That's how we can get our landslide. And they can't cheat or rig their way out of a landslide. I know that together we can win. We can all take out the garbage in Washington, D.C. And we can make America great again. God bless President Trump, and God bless Team Trump, and thank you so much. I'll see you all out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 25th Administrator of the United States Small Business Administration, Linda McMahon.
Thank you. Well, hello, Milwaukee, and good evening, America. Let me take 1 second to say hello to my fellow delegates from Connecticut. My name is Linda McMahon, and I am the chair of the America First Policy Institute. I'm perhaps one of the few people who's been privileged to call Donald Trump a colleague and a boss, but he's also a friend. Let me share a little story that's probably not the typical Donald Trump story. I had a meeting scheduled with him at Mar-a-Lago, and as he welcomed me, his little 4-year-old granddaughter ran up to him. He scooped her up with delight and asked her, "Who's the most beautiful girl in the world?" And she said, "Me." Then he asked, "And who do you love the most in the world?" And she said, "You, Grandpa." And he kissed her on both cheeks. Then she whisked off his hat and mussed his hair. And he smiled with the love that only a grandfather could have given. I first met Donald Trump when I was the CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment. For fun, he became part of some of the most compelling and highest-rated storylines in the company's history. And when he became president, I was honored to serve in his cabinet, running the Small Business Administration. I traveled the country, talking to business owners and job creators. They knew they had a president who understood them and fought for them. He knew that small businesses are the engine of the American economy, and the Trump tax cuts proved to be like rocket fuel for them. Almost every business owner I spoke with was using their tax savings to grow their businesses. And ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. economy was flourishing. But at no moment during my time in the government was more poignant for me than one that happened in 2018. I traveled with the president to view the destruction which Hurricane Florence had levied on my hometown of New Bern, North Carolina. I stepped off of Air Force One and walked side by side with the President of the United States through the hangar where my father had been a shop foreman and my mom had been a budget analyst. I watched Donald Trump walk through neighborhoods of my childhood, comforting those who had suffered such great damages. Because he was a builder, he talked to them about what it would take to rebuild, what kind of materials they should use. And he didn't just show a personal interest, he was one of them. But now Joe Biden and the Democrats want to penalize small businesses again by hiking their taxes. But when he's reelected, Donald Trump will make those tax cuts permanent. And he will also offer new tax cuts like no taxes on tips. Instead of taxing American companies, Donald Trump put tariffs on China that raised billions of dollars and protected American industries. And if reelected, he'll do it again. President Trump is a job creator and the best friend American workers have ever had in the White House. He is a champion of the forgotten men and women, as I have experienced firsthand. But the media doesn't like to acknowledge that very often. Donald Trump is not only a fighter, ladies and gentlemen, he is a good man. He has the heart of a lion and the soul of a warrior. And I believe that if necessary, he would stand at the gates of hell to defend our country. He loves this country, and he would do anything to defend it and to protect us from all harm. I am confident that he will make America great again. And why? Because he did it before. So I ask all of you here tonight, and those of you who are watching from home, to re-elect Donald J. Trump as the 47th President of the United States. Thank you, and good night.
Everywhere you look, the Trump economy crushes the Biden economy.
Yeah.
Mike Pompeo.
Good evening. Good evening, my fellow Americans. It's great to be with you. A special shout out to Kansas over there, my good friends from Kansas. You know, I had the incredible privilege to serve as President Trump's CIA director and Secretary of State. It was my greatest honor to work with him every single day to serve you, the American people. Now you all are paying attention, so you know what the Trump administration achieved, but it's worth going through a few of these accomplishments. Let's start with this. There were no new American wars. Our border, our southern border, closed. It may seem like a long time ago, but when we took office, there were people's heads being cut off at the beaches. We destroyed ISIS and its caliphate. And you know, here's another fun fact. We never lost our Secretary of Defense for 2 weeks either. You'll remember, for those 4 years, the evil of Vladimir Putin was held at bay. When we walked out, January of 2021, the Iranian regime was afraid, and the people of Israel were strong and secure, and we treated them like the friend and ally that they need to be. Everywhere we went, religious freedom was protected. We held 3 summits in North Korea, and North Korea was quieted. We'd begun an honorable exit from Afghanistan, and not a single Chinese spy balloon flew across the United States of America. 4 years. Had I been the Secretary of State and a Chinese spy balloon flew across our country, I would have been the former Secretary of State, and rightfully so. You know, under President Trump, the Chinese Communist Party, which to this day presents the greatest threat to our nation from outside of our country, we confronted it like never before. Look, ladies and gentlemen, in short, we put America first every single day. "42 months on, what has Joe Biden and Kamala Harris done? And their leftist handlers, what have they delivered to us for security and prosperity? Almost nothing. Let's start with this. You saw some of them last night. 13 new Gold Star families from Afghanistan. As an Army veteran, I want to speak to everybody who served in Afghanistan. I'm disgusted by the Biden administration's incompetent pullout from that country. To those of you who served there, know this. Know that your service was honorable, that you saved American lives, and that the Pompeos love and admire you for what you did for America. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you. Every one of you has served in uniform, and the families of those, you deserve a president who will not check his watch while he is honoring our fallen brothers and sisters. It was indecent. And of course, it was that very weakness we saw in Afghanistan that prompted Putin's butchery in Ukraine. Last week, we saw what it meant. A children's hospital bombed, innocents killed. It did not have to be. And now, of course, a second war in Gaza. President Biden won't even talk about the fact that Americans are still being held there by the Iranian regime. Contrast that with what we did when Americans were wrongfully held. President Trump sent me to North Korea to bring home 3 American pastors. We brought them home. We brought them home along with dozens of other hostages, and we did so without paying one single penny to the terrorists. And what about Iran today? When Joe Biden eased up on President Trump's maximum pressure campaign, we gave money to the Ayatollah so he could cut more checks to the genocidal maniacs who conducted attacks, barbaric attacks in Israel. And now, of course, closer to home, a massive national security challenge. Our southern border is a welcome mat. It's a welcome mat for Islamist terrorists, drug dealers, Chinese spies, and violent criminals. Ladies and gentlemen, President Biden sold out our citizens and our security and our sovereignty, and we need to get it back, and I am confident that we will get it back. I had this incredible privilege to serve as your top diplomat. I saw how the world always looks to our nation as the unrivaled example of what a free society should look like. But unfortunately, President Biden struts the global stage. Maybe I should say he shuffles the global stage. He talks a big game about American values. But what's he done at home? What's he shown the world? What have he and his leftist base actually shown other nations? He's censored free speech here at home. He's put woke into the military that I and you so desperately love. We must reclaim it. He put it in our schools as well. He's weaponized the justice system against our political opponents. And even to this day, as we sit here today, he and Vice President Harris are providing appeasement to the pro-Hamas radicals on our streets here inside the United States. And even worse, today this administration treats illegals better than our own citizens. That is indecent. And the entire administration has failed to tell us the truth that we all know and is so dangerous to our nation. The truth that Joe Biden can't handle that 3 a.m. phone call. Indeed, he won't take a phone call after about 4 p.m. My call to you tonight is really straightforward. It's really simple. We can't trust the Biden administration, and that means we have work to do to uphold American values. It is up to those of us in the room tonight and those of you watching tonight. Donald Trump will every day, I saw it firsthand, he will put America first. So let's do what's right and what's important. Let's elect a president who isn't ashamed of our nation and will never apologize for our country. And when we do, we will put a strong America First leader back in the White House. We'll re-elect Donald J. Trump, and we will make America special, exceptional, and of course, great again. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our veterans and the United States of America. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pastor Lorenzo Sewell from Michigan.
My name is Pastor Lorenzo Sewell. I have the honor and the privilege of being the senior pastor at 180 Church, and we were blessed last month